Speeches.
Let me go. Speech.
Oh, I'm picking the order. So I don't know who's first. Probably the worst person. So, the first person I want to recognize is a 4-year player with Lord Soccer. He played 2 years with JV with me, 2 years on varsity. He was one of those JV. He was all out. He was my guy. And we had a long drive down to Nyack, and Chris was on a breakaway and got tackled from behind, and he went down, and he kind of came up, and he was like, ooh, my shoulder, and it was a big loss. He separated his shoulder. It was a big loss, and I think when he came back his sophomore year, I think it was still subconsciously affecting him because he wasn't as aggressive. And I think he needed that first hit and that first tackle, and I think once he got that, he was back to the way Chris was. And that was a dominant forward, an agitator, just everything. Chris, last year, being on varsity and me being with JV, I didn't get to see him play a lot. And this year, I know in the beginning of the season he was battling toe and knee injury, so we were off to a slow start and trying to get him healthy. And over the past week and a half, I knew we were a heavy back-ended season, and I knew I needed him later in the season. And the past week and a half, the games, Chris has done an outstanding job for us. He's put in a couple goals. He's some near misses, but he's done more than I can have asked of him. He's just done a great job. I don't know I know he's a big track guy, and I think that's where you're kind of looking into going into school, maybe pursuing track. I hope best of you, and best of luck. Come on, Chris. All right, who's speaking for Chris? All right, AJ. You want big boy voice? We have a microphone for you so everyone can hear you.
Goose.
Yes, it is.
First of all, I want to thank Chris for everything he's done as a person and a player. Chris has been a major part of this team's success this year. He's one of the easiest players to play with because I can just give him the ball and he can outrun anyone on the field. Not only is Chris an influential player on the field, he's an even better person off of it. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Through all the ups and downs throughout the season, Chris always has the same positive attitude. Whenever we have a tough game, Chris's positivity and kindness motivates me to keep my head up and move on. With all of that said, one game that stands out to me is the first time we played Peekskill. This game, when we needed it most, Chris stepped up and scored our second goal to put the game away. He also had another chance that game, but he missed from 1 yard away because he said he was aiming for upper 90. With all of that, I would like to thank Chris for everything he has done for me and the team this year.